Hello, everybody. This is Billy, the Crafty Floridian. Today is it's a day. What day is it? Saturday, um, January 4th. Yes. You have to excuse me. I got my cleaning moo on, but I was so anxious. I had, the sweater. You see, there's Rosie with her tail wishing. She loves to sit in the window. And I thought it was going to be a cloudy, well, it's cloudy, the wind is blowing, and it's a cloudy day, but it's up in the upper 70s. So I don't know what kind of day we're going to have today here in Florida, but that doesn't matter. I'm so excited. First of all, I'm having a special coffee in my new cup. I'm an amazing hooker. Be jealous. I love this cup. It got here, Rosie, in one piece and not 100. So I'm real excited about my new cup. And I made some special coffee this morning. I don't normally drink coffee, but today, well, you can see I got lipstick on that side. I didn't mean to have lipstick on that side. There we go. So anyway, I made coffee with Cool Whip and chocolate. It tastes so good. Ooh, I don't put sugar in my coffee, but the Cool Whip and the chocolate, it's like having a Starbucks. It's good. Hey, Rosie. Oh, she don't want me to touch her tail this morning. She's been a good girl this morning. First of all, you know the sweater that I started, and I was waiting for the ice yarn to come. Well, I finished it this morning, and that's why I'm coming on, because I wanted to show you. I'm so excited. It came out really nice. Here it is. Look at this sweater. Isn't this beauty-muss? It's a small, and the reason I did small, because I didn't know how much yarn I had, how much it would take. It takes a lot of yarn. It took four, seven, seven or eight little skeins of ice. But here's the back, and you can see see this, and it was funny because this is sort of like a belt kind of thing, but it came out with the white, so it gives it demarcation. And then this is the skirt, called the skirt on the back. But I finished it this morning. I am so happy with this. It's the way it drapes and everything is, of course, this sort of will go like that and drape down. But I'm real excited about it. It is a small. If any, I do not have, this has not been committed to anybody. If anybody's interested, email me. If you're interested, and let me make this real straight. If you're interested in anything that I make, please email me. You got to remember, I have an old brain. It doesn't work that well most of the time, but when it does work, I go to my emails. That way I can store it and keep it. On the comments, if you say I'm interested in a tote or whatever, email me. The email address is in the bottom of the description of each one of my videos. But I just had to show you this. It came out so beautiful. And at first you think, now I would say that this pattern is, oh no, it's called Sally's Best Friend Again by JKD. And it is a pattern that I would say is not for beginners. I think you have to be a little bit more into the intermediate. And the reason being is, putting these sleeves on. The sleeves look small and then the hole is huge, but once you put it together, this was the perfect yarn for that. But yeah, I'm real happy with it. And if anyone's interested, let me know. It was a lot of work. It was different, but it was fun because it was different. And I like that. But it just turned out to be a gorgeous sweater. I just love it. I don't know anyone that's small to try it on, but it is a small. If you're small, if you wear a small, you'd be able to wear. You might even be able, a medium might be able to wear this too. I'm not sure. But I mean, I could put my, see, I could put my arm in the sleeve, which is, maybe it's because, I don't know why, but it, of course it's not going to, whoops, got a little pull there. One thing I don't like about this ice yarn, the threads. I mean, they come out like crazy. There's like four of them. Four uh, four rows of thread. You know what I mean? But anyway, but it's soft. I really like it. I really, really like it. Of course, I can't wear it, but if you're interested in this, let me know and we'll come up with a fair price for it. But it is beautiful. It did take a lot of yarn and it took a lot of time, but I worked on it all. As soon as I got my yarn yesterday, I started working on it. This was my full-time thing yesterday. So that is Sally's best friend again. One thing I'm very bad about is that I tell you guys about the patterns and stuff, and then I forget to mention them in the description. So from now on, I'm going to take my patterns. I'll put the name below. I don't have, because I get them from different places, so I don't remember. Like I go on Annie's, Etsy, Make and Do Crew, Crochet. I go to a lot of places looking for different patterns. So I'm going to try to link them. And now I'm printing them out. I got ink, so now I can print the patterns out so I can put them below. But I'll give you the name of them, and all you have to do is Google them, and they should come up. I don't get that many patterns from YouTube, but I do get a lot from other sources. So anyway, so I finished it. I'm happy with it, and I love it. I love it. Then and if you look at it, you're going to say, what color is that? Okay, this is a very dark green. Green, this is purple, green, green. This is green and purple with different flowers and stuff in it. If you see, it's a large tote. I put 9 on each. Ow! Ooh, stuck a pin in my finger. Oh, that hurt. And here's the other side done in different flowers, and they're green. This is green, green, green. I know the colors come out blue, but it is a beautiful green. And this is the lighter green here. It's not teal, but it's green. So, and then here you got the spring green here. Yeah, you see that, the yellow. And when I lined it, I haven't put it together yet because I haven't gotten the handles. And this is lime green, and this is the interior of it. And then it'll be wood handles. I like the wood handles, and I appreciate all your suggestions that I have gotten. But for me, I prefer doing the wood handles because I think it lasts longer and it has a better hold too. These totes are heavy. You probably think, well, they're not heavy, but they're heavy. You know what I mean? They're not just fabric. You know what I mean? They got lining in them. Boy, I'm an amazing hooker. So anyway, it's heavy and it needs something sturdy, not just a strap. It needs something sturdy to hold it up. I make them sturdy because people like to put heavier things in them and lots of yarn, and this is made for lots and lots of yarn. But it's purple. Mostly the color is purples and greens. So if you're interested in this bag, email me. This has not been spoken for, and because I hadn't finished it, I guess, last time I saw you. But I do have it finished except for the handles, which are on the way. They're being shipped. I told you they were coming by air, and so I should get them sometime this week. So that's the only other one that I've made. Whoops, there goes the boxes. Also, y'all have to excuse me. I want to thank everybody for the homespun. I got 6 of these. So the blanket is going to be a lot bigger than I thought. But, you know, now that I think about it, I'm going to need 6 of these because I want to make it a nice big blanket. So I will finish my homespun, blanket this weekend. I like working on, you know, easy things, watching TV and stuff. So, like, I couldn't watch TV with that sweater because I had to keep checking back with the pattern and everything. But I love it. So anyway, so I got 6 of these. I want to thank you very much for the folks that send me this. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I should have just ordered it myself. I don't know why I thought I couldn't find it. I thought it was a color that was finished. That's what I was told. I mean, discontinued. That's what I was told. By whom? I don't know. So anyway, it doesn't make any difference. But thank you so much. I really appreciate this. So I got those. Then I showed, well, I started, I haven't showed you yet, but I started this, and I don't know if you could see, this is lilac, and I don't know if I showed you this, another, this is going to be a 1X, 2X, I believe that's what I'm doing. It's the third one. 1X, 2X, I think. That's what this one's going to be, the Brunch cardigan. And I'm doing it in this pretty lilac color. And it's going to be a 1X, 2X. So this is just the first half. I started it the other day. So I just wanted something pretty to work on. So I got that done. Then I started working on my Town and Country Time vest. I don't know if I showed you this or not, but I'm going to show you again so you can see. This is the start of it. I used Unforgettable Wave here for the stripe that goes across it. And this is the top, and this is the first panel. It goes in a little bit, but once you tie these all in, that'll be fine. I'm going to loosen up the other side a little bit so it won't be so tight. But anyway, so that's the panel that I started on that. And that's called the Town and Country Tunic. Now they did the stripes here, but I didn't. I just put that panel, which would be right from here to here, and then this down. And then the pockets is a granny square pockets. Man, I could enter this in that granny square contest, whatever. But you could put sleeves on it. It does have a hood. Let's see if there's a picture of the hood. Here. I mean, this is going to be fun to make. And this has got the hood, see, and the hood in the back. I'm not into tassels, but I probably won't put a tassel on it, but I like the hood. But that's the way way it's going to look when I finish that. So what am I waiting for on that? Nothing. I got everything I need to do that one. The other one that I showed you that I'm making with the ombre, Mandala Ombre, is I'm waiting for the rest of the yarn to finish that. I got like this much of the back done, and then I ran out of yarn. So I'm waiting to get that. We'll finish that. And let's see. Also, I've been busy. I've been a busy girl. Well, you saw that. Well, I got that sold, and I need to get that shipped out. And Joan, I'll just mention her as Joan. Joan sent me some fabric, and she wanted me to make her just some medium bags. But I have to tell you, after all that crocheting that I did, my right arm broke out in a rash. So it doesn't have anything to do with the hooks, and I use clover hooks. These are absolutely, I wish I'd had these 50 years ago when I first started, but these hooks, and that's what I use. And someone asked me what hooks I use, and I use the Clover Amore hooks. They were gifted to me, and I even have two J's. I do. I have two J's, and I try to keep them with my projects. Half the time, I can't even remember what hook. I know, I'm bad about that. But now that I've got my new, I got those beautiful um, stitch markers from Amber at Crochet. They're beautiful, and they've got the size of the hook on it, and that's what I'm trying to use. I haven't used them yet. I'm trying to get to them, but I do have them in my little needle book, my crochet hook cont container. Man, my mouth is just not going right today. So anyway, Joan, I made you, this is fabric that she sent, and it's a box bottom, and it has the blue interior. Of course, it has my tag on it. So I got that one made. This is like deck. This is like deck fabric. It's a lot thicker than, you know, regular cotton fabric. So I used the rope on it, and it ropes up really nice. See, and you can see but yeah. So that's one that I made for Joan. They're all iron, Joan. Nice and pretty. I got them all finished yesterday so that I can get them in the mail to you with the rest of the stuff. And then she sent this deck. I love this with the birds. Isn't that pretty? And that's another one I used the rope on, and I used the same color as the birds on the inside. And so that would just, I love the way that looks. Anyway, I like that. So that one is done. So that's going to go to Joan. And then this one is really cute. I just love it. It's got all these little dogs on it. And look at them with their glasses on. Isn't that cute? Look at them. They're all different dogs. Different box bottom. All of them are box bottom. And then I put the red inside. Well, it's sort of a Reggie orange, which kind of goes with the color of the glasses here. Yeah. And this I put little round beads. Click right up. See? Isn't that pretty? This deck is a little bit thinner than the other two decks that she sent. Now she also sent me a couple of flannel fabric, but I'm going to send them back to Joan because they give too much. I personally can't make bags out of them, but maybe somebody else can, Joan. You could check with somebody else, but it's more of the flannel is more for apparel than it is for like sturdy bags. And so then I made you two from my stash of fabric, and one of them you had given me was for cats, so I made you a cat bag. And these cats are all over material, baskets. Look at them, aren't they cute? Isn't that cute? So I made that, Joan, just for you, and I put the blue lining. Did I put my? Oh my, I forgot to. Oh no, this is what I wanted to show you. Deb from the Canadian Crocheter for Christmas, she sent me these little tags. Well, it's a little crooked, but anyway, I put it on there. It's the first one. Look at that, Deb. See, it says, it's got my little logo on it, and it says Crafty Floridian. Deb, I love these. These are so simple to put in, and I just love them. I just love them. So I started putting them on my bags. So I remembered on this one. I didn't remember on the others, but I remembered on this one. So this is all done for Joan. And then the second one I made you, Joan, is this one. It's with the sewing machine and all the sewing stuff. And I did it with the red interior, with the blue, and nothing fancy on the ribbon, but I love the way that looks. So I did that. Oh, nice and iron. So I hope you like the two that I picked out for you. I did not have any mousse on hand, so I didn't do um, to make you a mousse one, so that's why I went with the cats and the fabric and the sewing machine and all that stuff. Alrighty. So I got all that done. So now I'm going, whew, I feel so good. And then last night I found some of my deck material and I carefully cut out some to do some more bags. I think what it is I can crochet for so long, and then if the rash starts, then I go back and sew. The first day I sewed my ankle was some kind of swollen, and my leg was kind of swollen. But I do have a stool there, and I try to keep it up. But I'm trying to do just one bag at a time, and then get up and walk around, or go back and crochet for an hour, and then go back. Um, I do have some more squares picked out to do another tote. And here's what it is. These these totes that I'm doing is from you. You sent me those beautiful, beautiful squares. And what I'm doing is trying to uh, make some beautiful totes for it. And and I have gotten requests through comments saying I'd like to have a tote in green, blue, yellow, purple, whatever. It doesn't work that way. I'm just taking the squares that I have, trying to match them up and make a pretty design out of them. This green one, I really enjoyed doing this green one. That's a large one, and we'll make some medium ones. I know that's a large one, but it's just that those, went together. I also have some squares left over um, of this particular pattern, and I was thinking about doing um, two. I think I might do two because I have enough. I have the gray, this one, the yellow. I have some other colors. Wait a minute. I have a teal. Oh, well, it's a green. It looks blue, but it's teal. And I thought I had another color in here. Anyway, but I'm going to take this and make one to be my next one. Yeah, I've got a couple teal. I got a couple yellow, a couple brown, and a couple gray. So I'll put those together and make a nice tote because I love this pattern. I just love this pattern. And I think with two, it'll make a nice medium tote. And I might go around and do, since these are all done the same with this double crochet around, I might just go and do, which will make it larger, is to do one color that I will be connecting them and do a border around them and then put them together. That breaks up the color. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's my next project right there. And then I picked out some blues uh, in those that I'm gonna make a bag too. So I might be working on those this weekend while I'm waiting for my yarn for the cool to come in, but I'll bounce back and forth. So really that's all I got my cup that Rosie sent me. I got my yarn. What else did I get? I'm looking at the boxes and I got more boxes than maybe that was it. I hope I shared everything with you. I think I did. But I'm telling you, my house is a mess. It is awful. Uh, my stalker, or whoever was taking pictures in my window, hasn't showed up again. I've been watching him. Um, but my dishes are piled up in my kitchen. My garbage needs to be taken out. But when I start to work, I don't know if you guys are like this, but when I'm on a roll, everything else goes. I'm sorry, everything else is go. I don't know if you know this or not, but I got a new vacuum cleaner over Christmas. My girlfriend from Virginia, Caron, she sent me a nice gift for Christmas. So I took it and bought myself a vacuum cleaner. Yes, I'm so excited. My other vacuum cleaner weighed 800 pounds, and it was just too much for me to push around. So I think Pete came back, so I'm going to get Pete to take the vacuum cleaner, and my George Foreman is the Tupperware stuff is, um, but I got a new one from the lady that moved upstairs. She gave me hers, and it's wonderful because I can cook so much more on it. I love it. So get some trash out of here, and I think Penny wants to help me organize my craft room because I want to take my chair and move it away from the window and put it on the short wall so that it goes out this way, and then the window would be to my left and you won't be able to see it because it does kind of cramp up my style a little bit with all that sunshine coming through. See, this side of the building has all the sunshine. The other side is dark, but this side I love the sunshine. It's going to be a cloudy day here. I don't know what's happening, but that's pretty cool. I don't know if I told you guys or not, but right before I went in the hospital, I had to, after I took my shower and everything, I needed to get into a clean bed, clean sheets, clean everything, pillows and all that stuff, for infection. And thank God I did because I didn't get an infection, thank goodness. So anyway, stupid me, yeah, stupid me. I had one of those maternity pillows. That's like the big U, you know. I mean, it went on both sides of me, so I wouldn't roll over on my left, I mean, on my back, and I sleep on my right, and then I had a place to put between, the pillow to put between my legs and put my foot up on it. Well, when I went to wash it, when I went to get it out of the dryer, the damn thing burned up. I was so mad. Number one, I shouldn't have taken off the cover. I should have left the cover on and washed it with the cover. Number two, we don't have the cycle. We got like 3 or 4 cycles. That's it. And I think I put it on what I thought was be the lowest. We don't have like air dry or anything like that. I got permapress, colors, whites. There's another one, but I can't remember what it is. But anyway, I burned it up, so I had to throw it away. All the stuffing came out. Oh, it was a mess. It was a mess. So I couldn't figure out why my sleep. Remember I told you guys I was losing, my pillows were all wrong and, my neck hurt and all that stuff. I couldn't figure out what in the heck was going on. And I was sitting there and I said, oh my gosh, I don't have my pillow. Now, why did it take me 2 months to figure this out? I have no idea. I guess my mind wasn't on that. So anyway, last night I went on Amazon and I ordered me another one. Yes, it's supposed to be here Monday or Tuesday, or maybe Wednesday. What's today? The 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Monday. It's supposed to be here Monday. I am so excited to have my maternity pillow back. I just got the cheapest one and it was on sale. And sorry, my glasses got junk all over them. The ones that it was on sale, so I got it. I think it was $59.99 on sale for $29.99. It was only 20 some dollars, and it comes with a cover, a white cover, so that's fine for me. But boy, I'm telling you, if you are a side sleeper or even a back sleeper, those maternity pillows are great, especially when you get old and you gotta prop up this and put something between there, and you know what I mean. Sleeping is important. Then yesterday, I'm just battling like a brook, aren't I? Battling like a brook. Yesterday I woke up and on this side of my face is a huge lump. And I know it's the glands. You have these glands here and it's really tender. Is it down more? Well, it seems to be, it was really prominent earlier. Maybe it's going down now. But anyway, it scared me a little bit. I don't know if you know this or not, but not 2019 and 2018, I had something removed from my eye, and it came back as Hodgkin's lymphoma. So each year I go in and have all the x-rays and stuff done to make sure it hasn't gotten into my lymph glands or whatever. So when I felt that it was swollen and the whole side, it seems to be better now. Jesus, maybe it was the coffee. Maybe the coffee made it better. I have to drink more coffee. But anyway, now it feels better. It's still a little lump there. I mean, it was powerful yesterday. And then I thought maybe it'd be my sinuses, but the first thought was, oh, lymphomas come back. No, but I'm not going to count. I don't try not to count my chickens before they hatch, but yeah, it's gone down. It has. I think it feels better already. I mean, still more prominent than this one on this side. But anyway, I feel better now. I'm glad I talked it over with you guys. I don't feel like I've got Hodgkin's lymphoma back. I was a little worried just for a couple of minutes. But I'm so excited about all my new things that I want to do. Um, I would like to get, this is January, and I'd like to get some hats out by the end of the month. So if you guys are making hats for the kids, let's ship them out this month, and we'll get them out at the end of the month or 1st of February. Um, I've got to get in touch with a few people, and I'm going to I need to get better organized, which I think doing, making things and then showing them to you guys first, than having you request items. It's going to be a lot easier on me. You wouldn't believe, I mean, my book was full and I couldn't figure out what end was up most of the time. So this is going to be more fun. The winter carousel has gotten to the first person, and now it's on the way to the second person on my team. So we're moving right along. Um, let's see, what else? Shucks. I haven't got, I want to finish a couple more projects here before I start anything else new, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to be looking. Because I discovered I had this beautiful Mandala Ombre stuff. And I was looking through, I got like 3 or 4 boxes here, and I brought them. They're plastic, you can see through, but now I was going through them and I went, oh my God, I got 8 or 9 of this one ombre. So I said, well, I'm going to make like a 3X, a 2X or a 3X in one of the make and do crew sweaters. Those granny sweaters are just so easy, and I am so thrilled that you guys are trying to make them and making them. Please send me pictures to my regular Facebook page. It's Billie Mills, I guess. I had one for Crafty Floridian, which I am going to delete. And then the one hats for kids, I'm going to delete that too. I'm going to have one Facebook page. I don't have that many family members, that just Margaret basically that keeps up with me on Facebook, and she's my sister-in-law, and and my brother and his family. They keep up with me, so I am going to just keep that one Facebook page. The other 2 I'm going to delete. Reason being, I'm trying to simplify everything. I think I tried to just take too much on. I like to spend a good hour in the daytime to go through all the comments and read them and everything, and help me. I'm going to try to start making more notes when I go through those comments, because to sit there and try to reply to each one this way, like I'm saying, if Paul, Ivy, if you want a bag, you will see them as I show them, as I get them made. And if you see one that you like, email me. My email address is in the description. Oh, I think I have another sip. I'm drinking this whole cup of coffee now. This is unusual for me. I guess it's because I'm an amazing hooker. I'm an amazing hooker. Be jealous. So, anyway, I think that's all that I I got to talk to you about. Um, yeah, please email me and anything that you see that you would like. And that bag is good. The sweater, if anybody's interested in that. And I'm gonna finish my blanket. If anybody's in it, it, the blanket, people have asked for the pattern. A lot of you have. There is no pattern. It's just it's granny square, granny square thingamajigam, and then I would do like 2 or 3 rows of regular granny square double crochet, and then the next row I would go around, and in the middle stitch of each of the three, I would take that middle stitch, go down below in the next row, and do a front post triple, and bring it back up, and then do double crochet, and then go to the next one. And then I'll do 2 or 3 rows of regular double crochet, granny around, and then go back and do that again. And it gives that depth of the texture. I like texture. I don't, this is flat. So that's what I do with the granny square, that homespun. Homespun is easy because you don't even have to get into the actual stitch. You could just go in between, and it makes a nice, you know. But the homespun makes nice, cozy blankets. Now I made that one blanket I gave to Penny across the hall. She says, "Oh, I love it." She said, it has the holes in it so that it's just enough to keep your feet warm. If you're laying in the air conditioning with the fan going, your feet get kind of cold. So you need a blanket in Florida for the air condition. So anyway, I thought that was funny when she said that. Well, I have a blanket too. I do. When I take my naps, I lay down and put um, the one that I made, 25, 30 years ago, I still have. And I made it out of um, um, Red Heart. I'll tell you. And I don't care what anybody says. All this nice, soft yarn and so on and so forth. It's it's great, but boy, you make a blanket with Red Heart, you've got it for life. I'm telling you. I told you I made my nieces, each one of my nieces, um, a blanket when they were young, in their teens. They're now in their 30s and 40s. They still have it. Yeah, they'll last forever. I mean, look at this blanket I have. It's 25 or 30 years old, and it's still going strong, baby. It's still going strong. And after you wash it, you know, it softens right up. And then if you ever have something that you've made and it's kind of stiff, um, one thing that I learned from Claire, from Bob Wilson 123, and I did this with some hats that I made ages and ages ago when I first started her, is soak it in hair conditioner. Put some hair conditioner in your water, put that baby in there, and just let it soak. You can let it soak overnight, you can let it soak during the day or whatever. Take it out, rinse it real good, then just let it dry. Baby, you've got yourself a nice, soft project. Now that's just between you and me, but that hair conditioner really works. Just another FYI, you never know, for your information, but that hair conditioner really does work. But now the fabrics are so soft to start out with, but if you get a fabric, even making um, some of the blankets and stuff, if they use Red Heart, it's not soft. Once you stick it in that washer, in that dryer, and that's what I told Cheryl with her sweaters that she's made for folks. It's acrylic. Stick it in the washer on delicate. Stick it in the dryer with a bounce or whatever. And the other day she was on the phone with me, and she had washed all the sweaters that she'd made, and she was pulling them out. She goes, "Oh, Billie, they're so soft." I said, "Yeah, that's the way to do it." So Anyway, just a little hint if you've got a hat or something or a scarf or something that's really stiff and you want to soften it up, use hair conditioner. Soak it in hair conditioner. It'll just soften it right up, that fabric. I mean, that yarn, not fabric. The yarn. Yarn. Clear my throat. Okay, so I'm going to end for today, and I'll see you in a few days. I think the mailman was just here. I think I heard him, John, but I didn't get anything. I don't think I got anything. He usually knocks on the door if I get a box. But I got so many yesterday, I couldn't believe it. I was just, boxes here, boxes there. But, oh, what fun it is. Oh, what fun it is. Thank you all so much. I just love you guys to death. Thank you for joining me. Um, Thank you for the new subscribers. I try to welcome you, but sometimes I can't. Um, if you don't say you're a new subscriber, sometimes I can't get in there to know which ones are new or not. But if you're new, and I would love to I'm welcoming you to my channel, and hopefully that you will learn something, or pick up something that you enjoy doing. I've got people making, um, and I'm not part of Deb's crochet granny square thingamajigam and all that stuff, but I would go. You guys make your granny square and make it into something. And so, I want to challenge somebody to make a granny square hat. I made one a long time ago, and they do make pretty hats. So I am challenging one of you to please go out and make a granny square hat and post it and enter their little contest, or cow. Enter their cow. Gosh, I can't remember what it is. Oh, spring break, party, spring party. I don't know, but anyway, watch the Canadian crocheter Debbie and you guys do that. I make a lot of, I make a lot with granny squares, but I'm not gonna enter. I want you guys to enter. Um, I don't enter many giveaways and stuff. God has been so good to me this past year that I want you new subscribers to go in there and enter these giveaways and cows and stuff like that and have a good time and enjoy it. You'll learn a lot. You'll make some good friends. It's a great community, and I'm just so excited for this year. I got the Spring Fest to look forward to in Canada, and meeting all these people. And I watched Hooking in Good Company, Jackie Lubeck, and I told her, she said, she wanted to meet everybody and shake hands. I said, no shaking hands, baby. We're doing hugs. We're doing hugs. Yes, Jackie has been very supportive and has just become a friend, and I just enjoy her immensely. And when she said she was a costume designer for the theater, and I thought, oh gosh, a woman after my own heart. I love the theater, and of course I was in a couple plays in my younger years, and then I was a model for well, I was a model for a little, you know, I was in newspapers and stuff like that, and I was in my 60s then. I must have been 65 or so when that was done, or 60s, early 60s. So you're never too old. And that's what I want to point out to you guys. Sorry, I didn't mean to point one finger. Two fingers was better. That's what I want to point out to you. You're never too old to try. Man, when I retired, and that was due to medical when I was 58, and I moved, bought a condo online. Never entered it till I got to Florida from Virginia, and all these possibilities opened up to me. I started painting, which I had wanted to do when I retired. Then I became a mentor. I mentored a beautiful young Afro-American girl, and we were together from 5th grade up to her third year college, and she was killed by her girlfriend when she was going to Florida A&M. It was her junior year there. I'm telling you, it broke my heart. It just absolutely broke my heart. But anyway, I became a mentor, which I always wanted to do. I became a painter, which I always wanted to do. I always stuck with my crafts. As you all know, I made all kinds of crafts and crocheted at the same time, blankets, hats, gloves, all that stuff. Then I became president of my association. Why not? I became a published author. I wrote an essay and it was published in the Sarasota Polo magazine. Then I guess whoever their promotion and stuff, um, Lakewood Ranch where I live, they came to me and asked me if I would model uh, for advertising of Lakewood Ranch and all the newspapers and magazines, and I have copies of it all through the house somewhere. So I became a model. Shoot, why not? Hey, you know, I'm retired, I'm in my 60s, and here I am doing all these wonderful things that I had never done before. It's just, I think it's and I'm fighting fibromyalgia. I mean, big time. You got to remember, I had to retire because of it. I could not stay awake at work. I would wake up at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I would go to work. I'd be the only person in the building for 4 or 5 hours before everybody else arrived. By 12 o'clock, I was dead. I had to go home. I mean, my whole system was bananas. I'm really talking a lot, and I'm sorry, but if you want to listen, that's okay. Then I got this quack doctor. Of course, back then, nobody knew what fibromyalgia was. That's just, they said that's a bucket that they just throw it in. They don't think it's real, most of the doctors. So I found this doctor. Well, she put me on oxycodone. Well, it got so I couldn't live without it. I was high as a kite. I couldn't get out of bed. Everything was just awful. It wasn't resolving my my disease or whatever the doctor called it. But everything hurt. I mean, I was in such pain all the time. So I decided to move to Florida. And in that decision, and it's crazy, but the things that you do under the influence of medications and an illness is crazy. But I sold my condo. I had owned it for 30 years, 20 years. So I sold it, moved to Florida, into a condo that I never actually saw except online because I hired a real estate person and they did online and he became a friend. And so life just took a different turn and I did all this in a fog. I was constantly pain in a fog. But I knew I started going off of the medication and it took a long time to beat it. I mean, on the drive to Florida, my girlfriend Caron drove me down with my 3 cats, me and her. And it was I was uh, I was just going through withdrawals. It was terrible. I was sick to my stomach. I felt miserable. It was awful. But I did it, and I don't know how I did it, but I did it. And today I don't take, even taking the that oxycontin or codone or I mean whatever that hydrocodone, whatever it was. I mean, as soon as I was off of that, I was just so happy, and I gradually went off of it. Before, when I was 58, it was cold turkey. But that's the way I did things. I quit smoking when I was 40, cold turkey. Yep, cold turkey. Best thing I ever did. Um, but anyway, what I'm trying to get around to. If you want to learn how to crochet, you can do it. You can go online. I couldn't read a pattern. I could not read a pattern. I crocheted, but it was all I could look. I could look at a hat and I could crochet it, but I could not read the pattern. I mean, I can read it. Everybody can read, but I didn't how to put it together. Do you understand what I'm saying? Until I got on YouTube. and I started watching Bob Wilson 123, Crystal, Mikey, Jan. Um, I'm trying to think. There was like a handful of them that I'd watch, and that's how. And you print out a pattern, and then you watch the tutorial, put them together, and there you go. So it's never too late to give everything a try. I mean, look at me. I'm putting this stuff together. I've never done this before. This is all by the seat of my pants. I'm not watching any videos on how to put these totes together or make my bags. I mean, I looked at a lot of videos on how to make a bag, and then you see it, and then you take the best of the 4 or 5 that you watch and put it together. I still watch a lot of sewing videos. Oh my God, it's 50 minutes. God, this is going to be long. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just babbling like I don't have anybody to talk to this morning. Cheryl's sleeping. Yeah, she's sleeping. I don't have anybody to talk to. I haven't even showed her my sweater yet. Okay, well, let me download this. I don't edit. I just go down. Oh, Cheryl's probably counting her blessings that she didn't have to listen to me this morning. Yeah, Cheryl, she did put out a video, which I'm proud of her that she did. It's getting hard, but she's doing a lot of stuff and she's not showing you guys. So hopefully she'll start showing you all the beautiful things that she's been making. So anyway, well, let's just keep her in our prayers, as well as many of our other subscribers who are fighting all kinds of health issues. Let's pray for them, and that they get, some of them, watch us and they say, oh, you got me on this and you got me on that and all this stuff. Let's go. Let's make stuff. Yeah, let's make stuff. So, but if you got hats, let's make some hats. It's still winter time, and we probably got a couple, 2 or 3 more months of winter. So that's why I'd like to get some more hats out this month. I've got a full box, and I want one more box full. Yeah, I'll get another box full. So at least I'll get 2 boxes out this month. So that's good. All right, everybody, I'm going to say goodbye. It's getting really cloudy. I'm losing my light. This is light, baby. But y'all have a great weekend. It's going to be a great weekend here, too. I might even clean up the dishes. But I am going to have to take the garbage out because it's starting to stink. I know y'all probably think I'm the laziest person in the world, but you know what? I'm just on a roll, and I want to keep rolling. I don't want to stop and do domestic stuff. I hate domestic stuff. I really do. I hate it. Ugh. Get my foot down, get my leg down so I can get ready to. I have to count 1, 2, 3, and then pull myself up out of the chair. I should say roll myself out of the chair. But thank you, Rosie, for my cup. I love it. I had a delicious cup of coffee in it. And I'm just so happy that I'm an amazing hooker. I'm getting to the bottom. Oops. I just spilled coffee on my computer. Oh my God. Where's my tissues? So anyway, I better clean this up. Okay. Oh, it probably... All right, I better go and clean up my mess. Oh, man, I'm my worst mess. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll talk to y'all soon. I think if my computer doesn't spark out on me. Ooh, it's getting nasty out. Okay.